Understanding structural family therapy. Structural family therapy, developed by Salvador Minuchin, is a therapeutic approach grounded in the belief that the structure of a family, how it is organized, and how family members interact plays a crucial role in shaping individual behavior and overall family dynamics. Drawing on systems theory, which views families as interconnected systems, structural family therapy posits that individual behaviors are best understood within the context of the family unit. When family structure is dysfunctional, it can lead to unhealthy patterns of interaction that contribute to problems within the family, such as conflict, miscommunication, or behavioral issues in children. At its core, structural family therapy focuses on identifying and changing these dysfunctional family structures by intervening in the ways family members relate to one another. The concept of family structure refers to the organized patterns of relationships. The organized patterns of relationships, roles, behaviors, everything that governs interactions within the family. These structures include the family's hierarchy, the family's boundaries and subsystems, each of which influences how the family functions. A healthy family structure is flexible enough to adapt to changes and challenges, allowing for healthy communication, support, and personal growth. However, when the family structure becomes rigid and disorganized, problems arise. For example, if a child takes on a parental role, or if parents struggle to maintain their leadership roles within the family, it can lead to confusion, frustration, and definitely conflict. In such cases, the family system needs to be reorganized in ways that restore balance and promote healthier patterns of interaction. A key concept in structural family therapy is the importance of boundaries. Boundaries are the implicit or explicit lines that define the roles and relationships between family members. Healthy boundaries allow for emotional closeness and support while also maintaining individuality and autonomy. Boundaries that are either too rigid or too diffuse can lead to problems in the family. In families with rigid boundaries, members may be overly distanced from one another, which can lead to disengagement and emotional isolation. Conversely, in families with enmeshed boundaries, members may be too involved in each other's lives, leading to a lack of personal space and autonomy. Structural family therapy seeks to adjust these boundaries to create healthier, more functional family interactions. Another important concept in structural family therapy is hierarchy. In a well-functioning family, there is a natural hierarchy, with the parents typically occupying leadership roles. This hierarchy provides structure and guidance, ensuring that children are cared for and given clear boundaries while still having room to develop their own identities. However, when the hierarchy is disrupted, such as when children take on adult responsibilities or when one parent advocates authority, the family system becomes imbalanced. Structural family therapy helps to restore a proper family hierarchy, with parents regaining their role as decision makers and leaders within the family. Now, therapists who practice structural family therapy take an active role in facilitating changes within the family system. One of their primary tasks is joining the family, which involves establishing a trusting relationship with family members and understanding the family's worldview altogether. The therapist becomes part of the family dynamic, allowing them to observe patterns of interaction and gain insight into the underlying issues. Once the therapist has joined the family, they begin the process of restructuring. That is, intervening in the family's behaviors, roles, and boundaries in order to create healthier patterns of interaction. This might involve encouraging parents to assert more authority, helping children express their emotions, or simply teaching family members new ways of communicating. The therapist may also use techniques such as reframing. Reframing is where they help the family view problems from a different perspective, reducing blame and fostering greater empathy. For example, a child who is acting out might be reframed not as bad, but as expressing unmet needs or reacting to the family's dysfunctional patterns. Another technique is enactment. Enactment involves having family members role-play certain scenarios to practice new behaviors in a controlled, supportive environment. When assessing the family, structural family therapists often begin by mapping the family structure. This may involve creating a family map to visualize relationships, hierarchies, and boundaries. This mapping helps the therapist understand the dynamics at play and identify areas that need intervention. The therapist then looks for patterns of behaviors that contributes to the family's problems. For example, the therapist may observe that the parents are disengaged from one another or that the children are taking on too much responsibility. Once these issues are identified, the therapist works with the family to make targeted interventions, such as strengthening boundaries, restructuring the family's hierarchy, or rebuilding subsystems altogether, such as improving communication between siblings and parents. Now, the goal is to shift the family structure toward greater balance and functionality, which in turn fosters healthier interactions and reduces conflict. So in conclusion, structural family therapy emphasizes the importance of the family's organization and dynamics in shaping individual behavior and the overall health of the family unit. By focusing on the structure such as roles, boundaries, hierarchies, subsystems, structural family therapy seeks to address dysfunctional patterns and restore balance. Through active interventions such as joining, reframing, and restructuring, the therapist helps the family shift towards healthier interactions. Structural family therapy offers valuable tools for families facing a wide range of challenges, anywhere from behavioral issues in children to communication problems between parents. By promoting more effective and supporting family relationships, structural family therapy can help families function in a more adaptive, healthy way.